and welcome to Pudding and Powerlifting. And before I even start, let me show you this absolute beauty. Oh baby, so this is, I haven't brought any cutlery, which is quite awkward. I've got brownie under there, some more brownie under there, if you can see it. Get a little side on. Then this is vanilla ice cream, that is like hot fudge chocolate sauce, that is cream, and that is cream. Freaking hell, I am about a 7 out of 10, maybe about an 8 out of 10 on the excitement scale. Also says come over. So that says crepes.
You're not tell that, but how you plan to eat that?
I can't, I just realised that. I'm going to use my hands, old school. That looks quite boring. Where's the Nutella? Inside it? I'm going to open it up to get it. Can you pin it down? Pin it down. I want to see it. I want to see it. Just pin that down so I can have a look, please. Everyone's waiting. Come on. I'm going to butcher it otherwise. Ooh. Someone's had an accident. Okay, so there's Nutella inside. Okay, sorry.
Right, go and get one.
Okay, anyway, that's enough pudding for you dirty perverts. So, this is a bit of a strange one in that I'm only halfway through the week, so I can't give you a review of my week because it's only, what's it today? Thursday. So I've trained twice, then I've been in Brussels, watched my debut to my weekend, you'll see that. Yeah, so what it means is that I'm going to squat tomorrow, I'm going to bench on Saturday, potentially going for some PRs. Obviously you'll see that in about 5 seconds when I show you the footage. But so far it's been pretty good. I feel like I'm ready to realise some kind of strength gains. I feel like I'm stronger than I have been ever, so I want to hopefully realise that over the next kind of maybe couple of weeks, but we shall see. Anyway, I want to eat this now. I'm very, very hungry / excited. Sarah's about to get some cutlery. If she doesn't get back in about 30 seconds, I'm just going to pick it up and eat it with my hands because I can't really wait any longer than that. While I'm doing that, you can sit back and enjoy some footage from the week. Okay, here we go. So what I couldn't tell you there, because I didn't know it at the time, is that this week was a freaking awesome week. One of the best training weeks of my life, possibly even the best to be fair. So when I filmed that incredible dessert action, it was, I think it was like a Thursday, so I'd done obviously Monday and Tuesday, which is what we're watching now, but the rest of the week hadn't happened yet, so obviously I'll explain that as it unfolds, but it was bloody good. So Monday was just a standard squat volume day, 5 sets of 5, the weight gone up a little bit from last week because of the PR with the set of 5 I did last week, and it felt good. It wasn't mega easy, it didn't feel like it was like moving super quick, but at the same time it was fairly comfortable. Like what I find is that with squats, after it gets past a certain kind of number, it always feels relatively heavy, if you see what I mean. So like even though I can get the rep quite comfortably, the weight will start feeling heavy, and then I can put loads more on it and it just kind of continues to feel heavy. I didn't explain it very well, but I know what I mean in my head. Right, Tuesday. This was my bench press PR day, so the plan was to go for a PR set of 5. I put the weight up from last week, so I went for 325 pounds, which is 147.5 kilograms if you are British or European for that matter. And I almost got it. I got like 4.75 reps. So the first 3 felt really easy. They felt good. They moved really well. I think you can see there. And the last one, which you'll see in a second, it was very, very close. I think the problem I had where I'm really working on bracing my core, I found that I was almost kind of suffocating, like by the 5th rep. Although I was breathing in between, I don't think I was getting enough air in or letting enough carbon dioxide out, whatever, I don't know. But you see there, like at that point I literally thought I was going to pass out. So I need to kind of get that core bracing down when it comes to doing multiple reps, because it makes it a lot harder, but it's still a PR, so I'll take it on to the next one. Now this is my overhead press, 5 sets of 5. Again, weight's gone up from last week. I'm going up in tiny baby steps because obviously overhead press is very, very slow in terms of progression, but the weight's gone up again, so it's 160 pounds now. So it's gone from being ridiculously embarrassing to being not as ridiculously embarrassing, just like slightly embarrassing. And hopefully one day I'll get to a point where my overhead press is respectable. Right, Friday. So I missed a couple of days because we went to Brussels. This is where things got exciting. So it was a last minute decision. I know I wanted to test my squat soon because I've been feeling really good, feeling strong, and I didn't feel like I maxed out at the British Champs. I wasn't going to do it this soon, but I figured with a couple of days rest in Brussels, I thought, why the hell not? So although I wasn't fully deloaded, I decided I'd go for a penultimate single at this weight, 529, see how it felt and go from there. It felt good. It wasn't as super easy as I would have liked it to feel, but it felt good. It moved well, so I decided to go for 255 kilograms, which was 562 pounds. This would be an all-time life PR. And obviously, if you watch my channel, if you've been watching my channel, you would have seen on Monday that obviously I got it, but here it is again for your enjoyment. Now, I'm really, really pleased to get this because like I said, I wasn't fully deloaded, so I did this on a Friday, having done a full 5 sets of 5 on the Monday, which is, you know, if I was competing, for example, I would have never done that much volume preceding this, so that does bode really well, I think, and I'm almost certain that I've got more. I think I've got 6 plates there now. Obviously, this is very close to 6 plates. 6 plates being, what, 270 or so, 273 or something pounds. Sorry, 573 pounds. I do think it's there because you see that. I mean, that moved pretty well. Like, as soon as I went to the bottom, I knew I had it. It moved really fast. Like I said, considering the lack of deload, I'm almost certain I've got 6 plates there. I'm probably going to wait for a few more weeks, and then I think I'm going to test everything because I still reckon I've got more in the tank, but we shall see. Obviously, I'll keep you posted on that front. Then it was just deadlifts. So although I felt relatively fresh, but my CNS was quite fried. My back was a bit sore from that squat PR. I didn't go for a deadlift single, I went for a PR set of 5, and I got one, and I also got the biggest grinder of all time. So I went for 507 for 5 reps, got it for the first 4, you see there, relatively comfortably. The 5th rep, my word, look at this. If you Google deadlift grinder, this is what should come up, because this is a textbook hitch, grind, whatever you want to call it. Have a look at this bad boy. At that point there, I was thinking I'll just drop it, but then I thought, you know what, I really want to get 5 because it will be a PR, it'll be really satisfying, it will complete the day. And so I held onto the bar and just did whatever I could to get it up, and I did it. So I'll take that, and I also took about 30 seconds to lie on the floor because that really hurt. But yeah, I'm mega pleased with that, because I don't know why I said mega pleased, that sounds ridiculous, but the last 3 or 4 weeks my deadlifts have kind of sucked, so it's really nice to do something good for my deadlift. And I think now a couple more weeks of that kind of stuff and I'll be ready to go for APR. Then Saturday, just to top the week off, this has been my plan. This is more of a long-term plan. I've been planning to go for a bench press PR for the last couple of weeks. I targeted today because obviously, again, I had a bit of a deload and a few days off with going to Brussels. So, just like with my squat, I went for a heavy penultimate single, so 160 kilograms, 353 pounds. Also, notice there I'm wearing a belt because I thought that would help me brace, and this one moved really easily. I'm really pleased with that. That's by far the fastest that's ever moved. So at that point I was thinking I've definitely got a decent PR in me, so I went for it. 170 kilograms, 375 pounds. This is a really nice landmark, something I've been aiming for a while. And again, if you watched my video on Tuesday, you would have seen that I got this, but here it is again for your enjoyment. 375 pounds. I'm closing in on 4 plates. I feel like I'm very close. It is possible by the end of the year. I think it's a stretch, but I think it is possible. I would like the pause to be a bit better there, to be fair, but the rep moved really well, so I'm happy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.